So, little heads up, there's going to be a survival show coming up soon called Chuang Asia 2024. So, the history behind this is there was a Chinese survival show by Tencent Video, big Tencent company, and there was one for 2019, Chuang 2020, Chuang 2021, and now they're doing it now that's called Chuang Asia, so it's going to be, I guess, international. And this one in particular is being ran in Thailand. And so I don't know if the actual show is going to be produced in Thai language, but if it is, I'm going to be able to understand it. Because if you guys don't know, I was born in a Japanese refugee camp in Thailand. And so I'm actually a mix of several Asian races. And so I'm going to be able to, if this one is not subtitled, I'll be able to watch it in real time and still understand everything going on. So, who knows? But if it is, regardless, I'm going to follow it. If I have to wait for subtitles so that I can have proper cutscenes that people can read the context for, I'll wait to do my reviews. But if I don't know if it helps, I could do it in real time as well. But who knows? So, what's interesting about this show is that there's already 70 finalists pre-selected from 9,000 applications, and these applications are from Thailand and other Asian countries like South Korea, Japan, China, etc., etc. And I think the reason it's not in Japan is because I think Japan does have laws against survival shows, and so these things do have to be done overseas, and so it probably still is a Chinese show, but because of the laws, they have to do an international show that just is run in Thailand. But my guess is Tencent is still backing it, but it's also being led by Jackson Wang, and so he's the lead mentor, and he's also co-producer of this show, and so this is going to be very interesting to me. I already notice at least two trainees who pop out at me, and one of them is Ikema Ruan, right? Ruan from Girls Planet 999, one of my tops, right? Like top final for the longest time, but then she didn't make it further. And then also Duna from CSR. Now, if you guys watch my channel, you know the backstory with Duna from CSR, for me at least, is that she's the spitting image of this girl I used to always flirt with at the sushi restaurant near my house. And so I stopped going there because I stopped eating sushi. But anyways, I'm really interested in how she does. And honestly, like, I feel like those two are the only ones I really care about. But we're going to look at the 70, in terms of PR shorts, we're going to look at the 70 trainees that are already there. So let's just look at them in right now, actually. So let's look at this batch. That's Yuan K. This is Ray. Devi. Race. Origin. Yui. Jessica. So that's the first 7. There's 70, so there's going to be 10 of these. But so far, who popped out at me? I think Devi is very interesting, just from seeing their visual standpoint. These are all going to be visual. It's going to be very shallow looks at them. And so, if I don't notice anyone else, that's, can't be helped. Alright, next one up. Pia. Ruan. Rose. Wang Yibing. Shu Yao. Trainee. Didi. So, obviously, in that batch, I would say Ruan jumps out at me just because I know her from Girl Planet. I rooted for her. She was part of my final selections if I was choosing a girl group. And so, obviously, she wasn't that skilled, but I feel like she just had star quality. And on the show when she was on Girls Planet, who else said that? Why am I blanking on her name? Sunmi even said that, oh, she's obviously a star and deserves to be a star. She said that on the show, and they even like that was reason enough to select her as like a a rigged contestant. Like the judges wanted her to be closer to the finale, and so let's look at the next set of 7. Mamku, Seoyeon, Akari, Wanyan Jayi, Kaylin. Hey, this girl looks very familiar. I don't know why. Fing Fing, Wanky. Alright, so I was also thinking about something. You know how Duna from CSR is in this group? Well, apparently several other members of CSR are also in this group. So it looks like as a group, CSR is suspending their activities. Now, here's the thing. I think CSR is actually a good group, and I liked their debut. But the main issue with CSR isn't that they're not a good group. They're a great group, and I feel like one of their last music videos was really great. But they just need to work on better music. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. You can't really just coast on the identity of the group. You just got to put out really just exceptional content. But if it's just lukewarm, then, I mean, you're not going to get very far. And it's a competitive space, so you can't just expect to get far without... Well, anyways, let's go. So the next one's going to have a girl from Girls Planet 999, Rinka, in it. Emma, Chava, Shai, Jasmine, Malia, Chow. I think out of this group, I think maybe Jasmine is very interesting. Malia, it depends. It depends on her attitude, but she could be okay as well. And Shy also is okay. And remember, I like what I said. This is purely just vibe checking. This is purely visual checking, right? And it's a very subjective, personal thing. So it has nothing to do with like definitive. This is like the absolute law. This is just me looking for my own personal interests. Alright, let's get to the next set of 7. Mao Shuling, Krista Shim, I like this girl's look, by the way. Jay Jasper, Ansan. I like this girl's look as well. Dream and Akina. Alright, so that was a pretty good group, and there was like 2 girls that really stood out. I would say, was it On and was it Ansung or something? They stood out the most to me. And I don't know if those are, I can't even tell if they're like all Thai contestants or something, but definitely there's of the ones I just mentioned, that is, because their names are not that clear. But let's check next. They should put flags next to them. Kate, Lissa, Liliana Lee, Kanom Pan, Xuan Ning, Vita, yeah. Okay, so I would say, in terms of this group, was it Kate or was it someone else? Let's double check. So Kate is really interesting looking, right? She's got that like kind of cold look, and then I think Vita had a really nice warm look to her. So let's go to the next set of 7. Shang Yi, Zoe, Panda, Ray, Yan, Wang Shengxi. I like her look. She has a good look to her. Trey. It's interesting. So I think I would say Wang Shengyu is pretty standout there. Let's go to the next set. Coco, Tien, Gumi, Chatham, Chow Yu, Eileen, and now shooting. So, out of those ones, well, definitely Eileen stood out, and then I can't remember which one in the beginning was it. Not her. I think it was Gum Hee. Yeah, I like Gum Hee's look, and then I like Eileen at the end. So let's get to set number 9. Duna. Spitting image of that girl I knew. And then Tien. Wait, this not Ming. This Ming Ming. Shin Bang. Natty. Kitty. Hailu. Tegan. So obviously from that one, Duna, Duna and Ruan are definitely the top people I'm interested in this competition. And then I would say, was it Shengmen or whatever? I thought she was okay. Let's just get to the next and final set. Ninint, Hang Tang, PK, Liu Yuteng, Ellen, Si Yang, Pimmy. So, I guess those are the 70 finalists, and so I feel like definitely the ones I mentioned are of interest to me and stand out. Obviously, I still think like Duna and Ruan are probably the most standouts. I'd be surprised if they weren't like ahead of the game. I feel like it's just apparent, not just from being familiar with them, but just even like setting apart. I would say visually they're the most unique as well, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they both made it really far. And also, they're the most experienced in this. I think Duna's already debuted and performing, and then Ruan has been working really hard ever since Girls Planet. She became part of a company, I think, and then she's just been training and promoting in different ways that are probably not K-pop related. And then I would say out of the rest, a lot of them were interesting. I'm guessing Eileen and Gum Hee will stand out as well in terms of how the other ones stand out. But anyways, definitely there's some good talent here from a visual standpoint and a vibe check standpoint. But you won't know until you actually see them really perform and see you blow them away with their skills. And so that's what I'm looking forward to next. I don't know how they're going to show them off in terms of before the show. Usually, I expect from these shows to do a longer introduction to each person that they won't get into on the actual show. And so 70 people is a lot to whittle down. And so some people, I wouldn't be surprised if half are just unceremoniously eliminated. But anyways, I guess that's it. So Chuang Asia, I'm probably going to follow it. I don't know if I have to subscribe to WeTV to be able to watch it. But my guess is I do. And so WeTV seems to have it. I don't know if you need even a subscription to watch these shows. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But whatever, I'll do what I have to. If it's hopefully it's not region locked. If it's region locked, then I will have to be at the mercy of whoever puts it out eventually. But at least I won't have to wait that long because I probably won't need subtitles. But then again, I want to know what the foreign contestants are saying as well, and I want to be fair. And so, if I can switch off my listening and just read subtitles, which I do when I read subtitled shows, then maybe it'll be more fair. But anyways, I guess that's it. You like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comment box down below. Also, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing so I can see you in the next